What's up, B-Warriors? This is War Angel the Demon Slayer. I'm back with another review. This is going to be a music review, and I'm reviewing the Dolla Fo Dolla Yo Gotti E.P. Dolla Fo Dolla is a song and a music video from Yo Gotti. It started off as some kind of a contest to have someone new on his label. So, started off as a contest, and then Yo Gotti and his record label CMG, they decided to give the song away to everyone. And basically, they can put their own verse on the track and do whatever they want with it. So Yo Gotti owns the label that he owns CMG, so he owns all the songs and everything, and so he gave it to everyone. And basically what excuse me, what we did was so without Yo Gotti doing what he did, this project would not have been possible. And WildWildWes is the one who came up with the idea to make it into a project, into an EP. And so it's a 6-track EP, and we collaborated with artists from the group Versatile Tribe Entertainment. Wes and I were members of that group. Just to make it clear, I no longer associate with the majority of the members featured on this project. So obviously I associate with WildWildWes. Other than that, I only associate with Demonic Exorcist, so I don't associate with anyone from Versatile Tribe anymore. But anyways, getting into the review, track number 1 features Big Daz. So Big Daz, he did good with his flow. I think he's a good rapper, so he did good on his verse as far as the flow, but he did not stay on track of the topic of the track. So he wasn't really talking about, the track is about making money, and basically it's a hustling type of track. So he didn't stay on track of the topic. And but other than that, he did good with his flow. So it's not a bad song. It's pretty good. He was just talking about basically being gangsta and being a killer, and that's really basically the main thing of his verse. Not really on topic, but decent. Track number 2 features G.O.G and myself. So I'm blessed to say that I was featured on this project. So with G.O.G, same thing. I feel like he did good with his flow. I think he's a good rapper, but he didn't stay on the topic of the track. So he only briefly, I think he briefly mentions money, but he's not really staying on the topic of the track. So other than that, he did a good job on his flow. For my verse, I did my verse as a gospel drill rap verse. So I still stayed on the topic of the song, and at the same time, I still made it Christian based. I was talking about, I'm making money, but I'm still trusting in the Lord's power. So yeah, I'm making money, but my main focus is still on the Lord, so I'm still trusting in God. And I'm also talking in my verse about shooting demons. So I'm shooting demons in my verse. I'm smoking weed. So I'm staying on the topic of the song all throughout my verse. So I feel like I did a good job. I feel like my flow really improved with this verse, and it's a good track. So track 3 features WildWildWes and Spade. WildWildWes, as always, he did really good on his verse. He did good with the wordplay. He's good with the wordplay and the punchlines and everything. One of my favorite parts of his verse was at the end. He says something like, "We're after the cheese, but we don't fuck with mouses." So that was pretty cool wordplay there. He did really good. His flow was good. With Night Spade didn't really stay on the topic of the track. He did partly at the beginning of his verse, but then he's more talking about guns and whatever. So he halfway stays on the topic of the song, and then kind of halfway doesn't. But other than that, like, he did a good job. I feel like he did good on his flow, all throughout his verse. So it was pretty good. Pretty good track. Track number 4 features Red Mound Star and Pebbles. So with Red Mound Star, I've heard some songs of hers that are good, and she's a singer. She's not a rapper, but she's a singer. I feel like her flow did not match the song, really. Her flow and the melody did not match the track, and she did not stay on the topic of the song whatsoever. So I'm not really entirely sure what she's singing about. She's basically singing about she's thankful to be where she's at, and she doesn't need to be famous or something like that. I don't know. She does not stay on the topic of the song at all. With Pebbles did good. I feel like she did really good on her flow. She stayed on the topic of the track for the most part, saying how she's come a long way and she's with her team, and basically saying because of money, she's come a long way, and she's got her team as backup. And then she's talking about guns and stuff like that. So she did pretty good. So the track is halfway good, halfway not so good, but it's halfway good. Not too bad. So track 5 is the track with Polytox and Rubestar, and these are 2 rappers from Germany that WildWildWes found because he wanted a foreign track. So he was thinking about getting German rappers. So Polytox and Rubestar, they did good. I don't understand German, but I like foreign rap music, so they did really good on their flow. And it's cool because I'm not quite sure if German trap is a thing. If it is, I don't think it's common because I've never heard of German trap. And it's cool and pretty unique to hear that on this project. Track number 6 features Cobain Myers and Demonic Exorcist. So with Cobain Myers, I think he's a good rapper, but on this verse, I feel like his flow did not match the song, and plus he didn't really stay on track of the topic of the song. He talks about money, sort of, but he's not really keeping it on the same topic of the track, really. So I've heard a lot better stuff from him, but this verse of his on this track was not so good. Didn't match the song with the flow or the lyrics of his verse. With Demonic Exorcist, he did good. He stayed on track of the topic. His flow was really good, and he still kept it in that Demonic Exorcist style that he does. So, you know, he's talking about killing people and robbing people for their money, and talking about basically torturing people for money, and something about breaking a Christian's leg or something like that for $100. So he's keeping it with the demonic exorcist style and still staying on the topic of the track. He did really good with his flow too, so it's different. It's still similar to other stuff that he's done, but it's also unique, and I feel like in a way that don't really get to hear demonic exorcist in that way very often. But so all in all, I think that I would give this EP a 6.5 out of 10, just because the majority of the rappers and artists on this EP did not really stick to the topic of the song, and some did not really match the flow very well either. So some were good, some weren't. Some, even though they didn't stay on topic of the track, were still good, and some still were not good. But all in all, it's a decent track. It's definitely worth a listen. I'm definitely blessed to have been featured on the project. Yo Gotti is definitely the biggest rapper that I've worked with. So definitely 6.5 out of 10. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. I got all the songs there, all 6 tracks in order, and or you can check it out on my Audiomack page, my official War Angel the Demon Slayer Audiomack page. You can check it out there as well. So comment below and let me know what you think. Check out the EP. Check out the tracks on my channel. And give those a comment as well if you want. Let me know what your favorite track on the EP was, and who you think did the best verse. So anyways, until next time, have a good night and God bless.